Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk about my commander deck, Chandra. And this is very interesting commander because this is a red control, which is not something that you see a lot, like very often. But it's an interesting look at the um, red approach or commander approach. And I wanted to build something about Chandra commander because she's, in my opinion, the most red planeswalker. She's like pure power damage, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, I wanted to build around her. So here I have Chandra. And now why I built around this commander. This spell cannot be countered. If I'm going against some blue heavy deck with a lot of draw and counter spell, this just evades it. And it gives me win condition with a +2 to eventually stack emblems and deal overall decent damage to the opponent. And if he's not doing that much, I can eventually kill him. With a -3, I can decimate decks which get a lot of small creatures on the battlefield. Uh, think of aggro, think of like white humans, maybe tokens. Sorry, my pronunciation. With a -X, I can destroy like big bombs, big creatures on the battlefield, which could generate tremendous value, like Shield Ready Apocalypse. I just -5. This commander stays on the battlefield. It will probably still die, like later on, because enemy will have some board. But yeah, this commander does everything. The only thing that it doesn't do is that it's very fair commander. For the mana you pay, you get exactly what you paid for. You have a lot of great choices and a great combination of them. This is great commander for control. Um, but it's not like well, if you look like on green, for example, there is the 2 mana 2/1 creature, which if you tap him, gives you mana equal to your lands. Like on turn 2, you play him. On turn 3, you play land. You type 3 lands, you type a commander, and then you have 6 lands. You put in the Titan, which searches for 2 more lands, and then you are pretty much done. Like if you started second, then the turn comes to you. You draw your land, you put it on the battlefield. You have 3 lands. An enemy has already 8 lands on the battlefield. Not 8 lands, 5 lands, which are worth of 10 lands because of the like one small creature they have. Like this is not really fair. This is something that you absolutely need to kill. And Chandra, on the other hand, is a very fair commander. It doesn't scale like multiplicatively with anything. It's a very fair commander, but it's great for control. And I tried to play it without her and instead put in something that's giving me more advantage in the early game. Um, but red doesn't have that huge advantages. And eventually I found that I need Chandra to control the mid game and late game. So she's my commander. Now, the baseline of this deck is damage. Damage to players, damage to creatures, and pretty much all the good damages that I could take. I have them here. I have the Chandra's Embercat here because she can pump my Chandra a bit like earlier, and she also survives the -3, so that's decent. Chandra's Regulator is good with Chandra, especially with the -3, because it allows me to double cast it and kill even tougher creatures, which is something that I usually struggle with at the tougher creatures. Like the toughness 4 is something that really pisses me off. If I see like a lot of toughness 4 creatures and I'm waiting for Chandra, and then I see that maybe they get the +1 counter and the toughness becomes 4, uh, it is terrible feeling. So being able to double cast is great. And yeah, a lot of damage everywhere, and that's pretty much the baseline of my deck. I have here some mana gain creatures. I especially like this free one because if you don't need the mana, an enemy has nothing on the board, you can just go for free damage, and that's great. Because yeah, this deck needs to deal a lot of damage. Brothers and Brotherhoods very powerful. There are some artifact decks which is absolutely destroys, and more importantly, the free is pretty much like Chandra with -3, but you don't need to wait for the 6 mana. So this is great card. Another Chandra can't unblock. Amazing card, like definitely. Paper of the Mirror Breaker is considered one of the best or one of the better red cards. However, in my deck, it's only okay. Like If I draw this, I'm like, okay, I might gain some value, I might get blocker, I might maybe copy something, but the copy thing doesn't really happen that often. So it's usually like I get 2/2 with a treasure token. I maybe you get to cycle one card and then I get another blocker. So it's not really something that pushes me towards the Chandra. It's not really something that gives me win condition, but it's decent. So yeah, I'm not sure yet what to do with that. Insult, great card. It allows you to double the damage of everything. So, for example, if you have Chandra on the battlefield, your -3 can deal 6 damage instead, and yeah, you can get some good amount of stuff. Repercussion. It is the best card you can put into Chandra deck, especially this one, because you do -3. If enemy has 3 creatures with this on the battlefield, uh, you deal 9 damage to the opponent. It's amazing. Like if enemy has 5 creatures, you deal 15. If you use it in combination with Insult, you deal 30 damage. Like this allows you some serious combos. Risk factor, um, it is decent if you have decent amount of discard, because this is the best card to discard. You can still play it from the graveyard, and if you play it later on, it's great. Like 4 damage dealing to opponent. If you like double the damage, uh, it's great. Also, drawing 3 cards is great. So yeah, Screaming Nemesis, good creature. Then some Seething Zones, GP, Infrit. Yeah, this is decent card. It allows you to cycle cards for something better. It allows you to get mana later on. First Eruption potentially kills one of the few, no, not one of the few, but the few cheesy creatures that have one toughness and pretty good abilities, like the 2 mana 2/1, which allows them to get a lot of mana. This just kills it, gives me 2 mana. Which if I play this on turn 3, on turn 4 I play a land, and then with this I can just cast the Chandra, and then it deals 3 damage, and I can cast the Chandra again, and I deal 6 damage to everything. It's great. Coalition Relic allows me to, on turn 3, put on charge counter, on turn 4, this gives me 2 mana, instead of charge counter in total, so I can again cast Chandra, and that's the reason I'm able on turn 4 to cast the Chandra. And everything in this deck is built around, like, is this allowing me to cast the Chandra faster? Palantir or Tank, great card. I actually like the damage most of the time more than the draw, um, especially after the first usage, after it gets first counter, because my mana base, well, not in this like particular scenario because there is a lot of damaging things, but especially my alternatives to this deck with different cards, I have a lot of high cost stuff. So I frequently deal like 7 damage, 5 damage, even 10 damage. Like this can deal a ton of damage if enemy is not there. One Power Stone again, turn 3 you cast it, turn 4 you have 6 mana. Great thing. This great value creature. Chandra allows you to pretty much get one more card every turn. This Chandra can deal a lot of damage with a -3, get mana. Yeah, a lot of value stuff. Fires of Invention. This is not great too much in a lot of scenarios. It allows you sometimes to double cast things you otherwise wouldn't be able to, but sometimes it does nothing. But the thing where it's great is that it reduces the cost of your commander to 0, and you only need to pay the additional cost for each time it died. So if it didn't die and you have 6 mana, you can just put it on the battlefield and then put something else on the battlefield. Or if it died, you can put it on the battlefield for 2. If it died twice, you can put it on battlefield for 4. And especially Chandra, which has a lot of board vibes for -3, and then enemy just kills it with the bigger creatures which survived. It's important to be able to recast it on the next turn, or even in the same turn, and with the -X, you kill the big bomb right after. So this is great, especially with the commander herself. Um, Iron Crack Feed. This is not a great thing because it pretty much does the same thing as Warm Power Stone, um, but it's only for one turn, and yeah, I like it less, but I still find it kind of worth it. This card is amazing with a -3 on Chandra, deal 6 damage to everything, and it works with other things as well. Also, this kind of damage doubling, like imagine you have Chandra on the battlefield, imagine you have Soul Frame on the battlefield, And then imagine that you draw, what is it? A repercussion. Chandra, this instead of 3 damage, just 6 damage. Let's imagine only enemy has only one creature on the battlefield. Chandra minus 3, that's 3 damage. The damage doubler doubles it to 6 damage. The creature takes 6 damage. And then this enchantment, instead of dealing 6 damage to the opponent, the damage gets doubled. So you deal 12 damage. So instead of 3 damage, you deal 12 damage. And this board wipe of Chandra is like, it's board wipe. It's not only to one creature, there's more creatures. If there are two creatures, you deal 24 damage with this 3 card combo. Like, there is multiple, that there are multiple of those cards which just have great synergy. A Legend of Roku allows you to cast 3 additional cards pretty much, give you mana, and then give you also board on the battlefield, pretty good. Torbran, imagine you have this, then you play Chandra, and instead of the 3 damage to everything, you deal 5, which often is relevant. One ring, it's good in a lot of decks, and they are decent in this deck. One Horde Dracosaur, it gives you a lot of value if it survives just the first turn. It exiles top 2 cards of your library, you can play them, gives you land, it can give you the dinosaur tokens, it's a very good creature. Burn down the house, another board clear, which does more than 5 damage. Actually, the only. I think I actually have 2 board clears which deal more than 3 damage. But yeah, this comes into play and like relevant quite often. Also, the free 1/1 tokens can become relevant if you want to destroy something else, like pressure the enemy with bodies, or protect your planeswalker because you can use it just to protect. Goldspan Dragon gives you treasure tokens, great. Twin Flame Tyrant. This is one of the few cards on this list which this feels like cheating. Like putting this into battlefield, it adds more like 6/5, but also doubles the power of all your creatures, which I don't have that much, and all your planeswalkers, all your spells. And you can see that I have a lot of spells in this deck. Abrade instead of 3 damage. It starts to deal 6 damage. There is quite a lot of synergy with this. Chandra Bolt Pyromancer. Again, you put it on battlefield, you roll some damage, you can also kill something. It can give you mana, got some other things. It's just gaining value. Chandra Hope's Beacon, great thing. Allows you to deal 5 damage to things if you just cast it, and even that is decent. It also allows you to double cast things, and you can see that I have a lot of damaging spells in my deck, at least in this version. Fiendish Duo, double damage but only 2 players. However, this is the only thing that works on the Chandra's emblems because they are not yours. But this creature affects all damage being done to my opponent. So if enemy has 4 emblems, instead of taking 4 damage with this creature on the battlefield, he takes 8 damage, which is quite powerful. Fire Emancipation. 6 mana. All damage that you deal to opponent is triple. Actually, to everything, not only to opponent. So, for example, if I use Chandra -3, it can also kill my creatures, but it does 9 damage to everything. Like, you just place this on the battlefield with Chandra, and it just destroy the board. Not board, destroy the board. You have board wipe on Planeswalker, which you can recast relatively cheap. Another Chandra, this allows me to get a lot of card advantage as well as some mana advantage. Sundering Stroke, 7 mana. If you cast only a red mana on this, you are able to go free for 1. And if you have Fire Emancipation on the battlefield, you deal 7 times 3, 21 damage to opponent. Another 2-card combo. Not very cheap, but yeah, pretty decent. And I have here also some lands, which I wasn't really sure which one to use. I decided to use Snowlands because there is one land which this one, which can act as a creature. So I'm not really sure about what cards to use, not what lands to use. But the thing that is very often great is Shrine to Nyx. And there is also one more which allows me to, when I like play another mountain and I have already 5 of them, that's 3 damage to everything. The biggest downside of this land is that it's the only one land on this list, or like of those that I considered that always has to enter the deck. All of these others either the downside is that they give me colorless mana, which usually doesn't matter that much, or that I have to pay to make them come untapped. But that's the only one that comes tapped. But it's also very powerful. Okay, so this is my first deck. I have done a few changes to this deck, and this is my last version, which has way less damaging spells, uh, because it just works terrible against value decks, just gaining value with other things than just creatures. Like the enchantment deck, like my damaging spells have no effect on it, like whatsoever. If I come against those shrine decks, I'm done. If I come against those green decks, like my small damaging spells are not going to do anything. I need to ramp, I need to gain value. So this is my deck, which focuses more on me and less on the opponent. Sometimes if enemy has like very powerful uh, creature which I need to kill, sometimes it just kills me because I don't have that much interaction. But it is better against decks which those interactions wouldn't work anyway. It's like enchantments um, and just green decks which just put lands on the battlefield. Okay, again, chandra the same. And not only that I have changed the theme, I've also added a few very powerful cards which I couldn't imagine to play now without. Like this is I've just improved this deck in some cases and also changed the theme in other ways. So yeah, okay. First thing that has been changed is gamble. For 1 mana, you search your library for a card, you put it into your hand, and then you discard card at random. As I said, there is multiple of 2 or 3 card combos, and yeah, Chandra is sometimes part of the combo. So it can only be like 1 card combo. Like imagine an enemy has big board, and where is it? And I need repercussion. I already Chandra on the battlefield, and I need repercussion to pretty much kill the opponent. Enemy has like 8/1/1 tokens. He has like 18 health, and I have Chandra on the battlefield. I search for the repercussion. I put on the battlefield. I do -3, and I kill the opponent like that. Like this is the reason why I play Paintball. Also, there is another reason because it allows me to search my ramp cards to play Chandra faster. Like Coalition Relic and even better, Worn Power Stone. I can just search it on turn 1, and then on turn 3, I will be able to play this, and on turn 4, I will be able to cast Chandra, which can be like 2 turns earlier. Also, I didn't talk about this that much, but I play quite a lot of lands. You can see 42 basic lands, and some non-basic, and I even have some like spell lands. The lands are not really finished. I'm still thinking about what is best, but yeah, I play quite a lot of lands. I usually don't struggle with lands, at least not too much. Another change, Ragavan. If I play against control decks, this gives me a lot of value. This allows me to play Chandra or even like ramp spell, uh, turn fast. Like imagine turn 1 I go Ragavan, turn 2 I play one Power Store, turn 3 I play Chandra. And if I'm the starting player, like enemy is so much behind. It's crazy. So then I have Shrink Spectre. Not very powerful thing, but allows me to cast everything 1 turn earlier. And because this deck has nothing to do in the early game, I found it better. I think not better, but I found it decent. Let's say it this way. To put here Shrink Prospector, then Burst Lightning. This does 2 damage, and this allows me to cast everything, including Chandra, 1 turn faster. Expedition Map. A terrible rate for searching for land. Like 3 mana to search 1 land and put it into hand. Well, if you have powerful land, and I have quite a few of those, I have Shrine to Nyx. Can give me a lot of mana, like 6 mana, 8 mana, depending on what I have on the battlefield. Karn's Bastion is not really I want to search for, but sometimes the Proliferate allows me to get faster to certain threshold of loyalty counters. Valakut. This can be my win condition. It's not like that it wins the game, but it can be like 6 damage maybe in 1 game, and that on 1 land is quite powerful. So yeah, I have expedition map. I need to search for either of those. Eidolon, the Great Traveler. A lot of decks are actually playing low mana stuff, like blue decks. Like imagine that well, okay, again, dream scenario. I play first, uh, turn one, nothing, enemy, turn one, nothing, turn two, I play Eidolon. And enemy is a blue deck, which means that he's only drawing cards and countering spells, which means that he doesn't develop his board and he's constantly taking damage. I'm also taking damage. You can see that I have quite a lot of low mana stuff. Not that huge, but I have some. But what matters is that I'm pressuring especially my opponent. And yeah, this can be deadly against the opponent. It can deal so much damage. Fire Prophecy. As I said, I have cut a lot of damaging spells, but there are few that I have not cut. Are the most efficient, like Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt, and also Fire Prophecy and the other like Spike, which allows me to cycle a card on top of dealing the damage. So it's value on top of that. And sometimes the cycle card can be valuable, so I've kept it there because of that. Magda, not the best card advantage, not card, mana advantage. It's terrible against decks that have board. Can It either does nothing or only gives you one token and dies, the treasure token. Uh, I'm not really able to get a lot of treasure tokens. It's just a lot of the time only gives me um, one treasure to cast Chandra earlier. But against those control decks, this can give me more value. So that's why I kept it there. Oath of Chandra, one of the best damaging spells if you play Chandras, and especially if you play them repeatedly. 2 mana for 3 damage is okay, but I wouldn't play it if it would be just that to creature. But if you play Chandra Planeswalker, it does 2 damage to each opponent. Like this can stack damage quite easily. Reckless Barbarian, 2 mana 2/2. Again, against control decks, this can put in some early damage, and then allows you to cast Chandra 2 turns earlier. Like, let's imagine. Turn 2, you cast this. Turn 3, you cast, I don't know, whatever. Turn 4, you get Chandra. Like, yeah, this is decent card. Runaway Steamkin. Still not sure how powerful this is, but it can be like good for pressure early on, and then it allows you to cast like more spells on one turn, which is kind of important, I would say. What I expect, I already talked about. Anger of Gods, another free damage to everything. And yeah, this is one of the best damaging things, like free damage to everything. Brotherhood's End, talked about. Chandra is still here. Can't unlock, very powerful Fable. Still not sure about that. It's decent, but not that powerful. Insult, double damage, great. If you combine with injury and deal 4 damage to target a creature and 4 damage to player, then if you have Chandra on the battlefield, you go for -3, you destroy everything. If you have some creature on the battlefield, it just deals double the damage. So great. Repercussion again. This is like, if you play this deck, there is not that many things that are like strictly required. You can build it however you want. However, if you are playing against creature decks, like this is the thing that you need to put into your deck. Like, this is not combo deck. This is control deck, and it's controlling the enemy by destroying their creatures through damage. And this is the thing that allows you to direct the damage to the opponent. So this is the card that you need to put there. Screaming Nemesis, lot of value, um, just good creature. Searing Song, not great, but if on turn 4, if you cast it, you can cast Chandra again. So it kind of acts like one of those mana stones, but it's only for one turn. So it's usually worse than mana stone, but if you draw it later on, it's better. First eruption, yeah, pretty good card. Like Palantir for red deck is it's amazing card. Like for red deck, enemy doesn't really want to take damage. But as always, he doesn't want you to draw the card. So usually always for the turn one, they put the card into graveyard. And this deck has quite a lot of top heavy, like high mana cost things. So it can deal quite a lot of damage. and eventually enemies will stop paying their life for that. But yeah, it can deal so much damage. Like this enchantment by itself, it can deal like 15 damage before enemy decides to letting you draw cards. Like this can be win condition almost on its own. Volunteer Mare on the same level as one Power Stone, but it's creature, so it's easier to be destroyed. But still, turn 3 you play this, turn 4 you play your Chandra. Great. Again, great thing here. Another new card here, Visions of Phyrexia. This is pretty much on the same level as Card Unlock. It allows you on your upkeep to look at top card or exile top card of your library and play it. Visions of Phyrexia is slightly different. On the first turn, it just gives you this Power Stone because it does nothing. But on the second turn, you exile top 2 cards and you can play one of them. This is different than the cardboard version. This is better, and I find it strong enough to play. Chandra of the Fire Artisan, like if this didn't have the passive ability, I might not play it. But because if enemy needs to get rid of this value, he needs to take damage. This is amazing. Like 4 mana, enemy takes 5 damage. It's not that terrible if he just kills it like on the spot. If you have damage doubler on the field, it's like 4 mana, enemy takes 10 damage. This is This is huge. So even though that is kind of clunky, the fact that enemy needs to take damage in order to deal with that is great. Chandra Touch with Defiance. This allows me to still steal the games. Like if enemy is only like getting like how's it called those power stones and stuff like that, which just give him mana, and then on the turn 4 maybe they put their commander out. Then on my turn 4, I destroy their commander and I steal Chandra on the battlefield. And on the next turn, I get +2 and I just get a bigger board. It's great. Fires of Invention I already talked about. Iron Crackfeed, as I thought, is one of the weaker ramps in my deck, but it's still ramp. And what I found is that what I need the most is, first of all, mana advantage, second of all, power, and third of all, card advantage. Like those are the three priorities. And that's why so many cards in my deck are giving me mana in some way. Because that's the thing that powers me so much. Like even Chandras, like multiple of them, are just built for advantage. This creature is built for advantage. This enchantment is for damage, but also for advantage. Advantage. This is power. This is power, let's say. Power. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe power, but not that much. Card advantage, mana advantage, and card advantage. Power, 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 advantage, power, advantage, power, power, uh, power, advantage. Like there is a lot of card or mana advantage cards in my deck, and yes, it is quite necessary. I did a lot of testing with it. Legend of Roku. I think that I talked about it. Around still the same. There's a lot of overlapping things, but the theme has changed. Uh, Again, this card is advantage. Uh, this card is mana advantage. This is power. This is new edition, and this is very fun thing. You exile all mountains from library. This creature then pretty much kills anything on the battlefield unless it has hexproof on indestructibility. So you go 2 for 1, or not 2 for 1. You pretty much get one of them on the battlefield, and then you kill second thing. So yeah, you create advantage. And then if this dies, you put all the cards exiled on the battlefield under your control. And the fun thing is that if you have damage double on the field, and then Chandra, you do -3, you kill it yourself, and then you just get like 40 lands on the battlefield. And you can cast every card you want. You can go Chandra with -X multiple times. You can cycle her, and yeah, it's so much value. This is one of the better cards in my deck. Like this is the one card that definitely feels like cheating. If you play this card in the right scenario, it feels like cheating. However, there are a few things that can go wrong. First of all, if this doesn't die, then you don't put those lands on the battlefield, the mountains, and they stay exiled. So if enemy returns it to your hand, he exiles it. If he counters the effect, it can be pretty bad. So it can go wrong, definitely, but when it goes right so wrong, so great. So mm, yeah, still have this one. Another new addition to my deck. Many he enters. Enemy either gives me free cards or I'm on free cards and I deal damage equal to the mana value. And as you can start to see, as I'm going down, there is quite a lot of mana value, even 9 I have. So it can deal quite a lot of damage if enemy is not careful. And obviously this is random. It can deal like 0 damage if they are all lands. But it can deal like 15 damage as well. They are like average of 5 cost stuff, which is possible. But that's pretty good. Finish Duel, that was the visual opponent, already talked about. Emancipation, this is still the same. Blasphemous Act. Like, this is part of my 2-card combo on top of being great against big creatures. Like, if green was stomping me until this point with those 5/5, 6/6 creatures and 10/10s, I just cast Blasphemous Act and clear everything. And everything that he had on the battlefield, it just gets destroyed. And he has like 3 cards in hand, while I have 6. Because, as I showed you, my cards are usually, I'm not able to like double cast anything. They cost so much. So I usually have card advantage in my hand. But I need card advantage on the battlefield. And this allows me to do that. Also, it combos well with, you know what? Repercussion. If enemy has 2 creatures, this does 26 damage to the opponent. If he has only 1 creature, but I have that damage doubler, it still does 26 damage to the opponent. Like, this is the 2-card combo that I definitely want to search with my gamble. You only need 2 cards for this. And yeah, and we need to play few creatures and you just win. This is funny when it happens. Shuttle of Smashing, yeah, there is quite a lot of plans which I'm not sure about yet. Valakut, very powerful card, but you want to play more mountains. So maybe Karn's Bastion isn't the best, but sometimes it can win you the game if it allows you to get your one of your Chandra's ultimate, and there are like I think 2 ultimates that you want to get, or it allows you to go -3 on the first Chandra if you are only on 2 loyalty. Faceless Heaven allows you to go for 4 damage in the right scenario, which is a lot of damage. Dwarven Mine allows you to get 1/1, and it allows you to maybe to protect your Planeswalker. This allows you to deal just some damage to opponent. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. Not powerful, but like, let's say it's I don't know. Overall, the deck it's red control. The biggest downside is that it doesn't really have any busted cards. Oh, it has some powerful cards, but they're not really that busted. It's not like huge mana advantage, huge card advantage, huge value. Like if I play against certain decks, like the 7 mana colorless Planeswalker that has passive ability that when he enters he exiles something. When he casts spell, he exiles something else, and he has +1 or whatever that is. That he gets more mana to cast spells. Yeah, this thing is just destroying. And there are a few decks that just destroy me. This is one of the worst hands ever. This is better because I have Fire Prophecy. I can cycle something, but still not great because I don't have any mana advantage. So it's gonna be slower, definitely slower. And that's bad against decks who are going for mana advantage, which I guess that this deck is probably going to go. Okay, 4 toughness creature. I hate when it happens. Okay, but actually I will be able to eventually destroy it. Okay, nice. I will go for this and this. And on the next turn I might be able to destroy him if I want to. or I will just destroy this thing. Um, yeah, I definitely want to destroy this thing for sure because it gives him value on the. Okay, this I guess also gives him value. It gives him value on start of his phase. I want to get rid of this. In this case, I'm thinking what I want. Maybe I don't want Blasphemous Egg, but I don't want it right now. But I think that I will eventually want it. So yeah, well, I don't want it right now. I have so much great stuff in my deck, as you can see. This Chandra is also a great card. So it's kind of hard to say. Um, mm, yeah, I would definitely want to attack. It's hard to say when you want to cycle cards. Like in the early game, not early game, in my early stages of the deck, when I had a lot of damaging cards in my hand, uh, I was cycling them a lot because in the late game they didn't do that much, and I wanted the big bombs. But right now, I have so much value in my cards that there is not too much you want to cycle. What was that? Uh, Destroy enchantment. Oh, that was my. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's get. Thinking what I want. You can go this and cast the big Chandra, but I guess that I'll go this instead. Let's go for +1. We have done something. This is decent. I can destroy it, but I will take a lot of loyalty damage. Instead, I will go for the 3/1/1s. Yeah, they will become 6 instead. Nice. I attack with everything but one. Maybe but two. No, let's go with one. I like this. Okay, so I can cast everything now. Um, what do I want? It's a shame that it only seeks for instant or sorceries. I can deal 3 damage to everything. It's not that great in this case. Let's go for this one and look at my library. Ooh, okay. Hello. Hello there. Okay. And then I can do X damage to 2 guys. Let's go for these 2 guys. I could actually just kill him on the spot, but whatever. I will kill him anyway. Goodbye. Yeah, this was one of the ways how it could go. Let's go another game. Okay, this seems to be Chandra, but different kind. It's gonna be some more spell heavy. So this could be interesting, Chandra fight. Mm, okay, I definitely want this one first because this will definitely intercept. Actually, mulligan this. What is this hand? What the hell? My first spell starts at 4 mana and it doesn't do anything. Oh my god! I definitely should mulligan this. This is terrible hand. Like I will be doing nothing for like my next 5 turns. Because like why would I cost wandering for 4? Okay, this is starting to be fun. That's fun. Okay, I have something now so that I can finally get rid of my terrible hand that I just drew. Okay, this one, this one. I need to cycle those cards on my hand. Definitely don't want. Actually, I could search for some kind of combo here. I don't need one ring because it's useless. Maybe I don't need both those guys. I don't need to find this duo because he will just destroy it. I definitely don't want to find this duo, and actually the one ring might be decent, so I don't need Chandra instead. So let's do it like this. Okay, let's go like this, and I could go for one ring. Maybe. Well, I'm not sure how it will help me. Well, then I could just burn down the house, but he would save his thing, probably. I feel that one ring is the best, but I won't be able to cast anything for my turn 5. Like, nothing meaningful, probably. Maybe burn down the house, kill his planeswalker, something like that. Well, I will not be able to kill it, but yeah, I will definitely not be able to kill it because he has everything on the battlefield. I guess I just need to set up for the big all in. So I will go for this guy and this guy, I guess. I definitely want this guy because he's gonna give me mana. I'm not sure if I want run away Stinkin or draw a card. Let's go like this. I'm not sure if cards are that important if I have stuff to cast. It will be great if I draw the thing that allows me to double cast. Okay, I think it's done. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't keep the hand. I was too slow. Didn't have any mana advantage. It definitely matters on what you draw. There were definitely cards that would have helped me. Um, yeah, but I just didn't get it. Sometimes you didn't, sometimes you did. A lot of the cards that he has, I also have in my deck. So it's not like he has better deck. We both have the same card to a degree. Okay, this looks great. Yeah, this looks great. I have a lot of early pressure, and that's what's important. I have early pressure, early advantage, and who's doesn't it? Hopefully mine. But I'm not sure. What's that name? Am I nice? I'm going for value this game. Good game. Yeah. Though this was definitely one of the games of all time. Okay, one more bonus game because the last one was slightly faster than I had anticipated. Okay. The guy clearly didn't believe his deck to be able to deal with it. Maybe he didn't have like a lot of damage on his hand. Okay, this is gonna be interesting because this game with his shrine deck is gonna be a longer one, but his deck is definitely stronger than mine because he has so much um, power, so much power. Okay, I have decent deck, but I feel that I'm gonna need something more than just decent. Card luck is decent, but it's not gonna win me the game really. I need okay. I could see this. Repercussion on hand means that I can combo in, which is probably one of the only ways that I can win. Okay, I can see this. Maybe there is a chance. Maybe. Okay, which one? Which one? Which one? I want him to take damage. Definitely, I want him to take a lot of damage. But I don't think that he is going to be okay with that. I think that he will just put this thing on the battlefield, which would make I think work. Let's do it like this. Okay, he will just cast Bear on the next turn. Yes, and you definitely don't want to kill him. Definitely, that's something that you don't want to do. Okay, because he will just get a lot of value from it. So let's go swing, maybe. Let's swing. I'm not sure. Let's do it like this. Keep it in my. Should I attack or not? I will not attack. I will just block if he attacks. I want to stay as long as possible to be able to get my combo on and going. Yeah, he has a lot of like. If I get the how's it called land, it wouldn't be the worst time. Okay, I didn't get land. This is the worst time. Okay, I need a land definitely. So I need some damage here. Okay, I don't give a shit. Okay, this is a disaster. Okay, and this is the reason why I have prophecy because I wouldn't draw land for next one turn. Yeah, this is gonna be terrible, terrible, terrible. Yep, yep. I definitely need a land. Yes, nice. Thank you. Now I'm gonna win. No, I still need. Wait, I actually can get free mana here. If I do this, I get free mana and I get powers. Nice. Okay, but this is good. This is good. This is good. And then maybe on the next turn, I might be able to survive, and then I will. I will still not have enough mana. Damn. I feel like I'm behind. Not being able to get mana for what is it, one or two turns in a row is quite bad. Hopefully, I will survive. Yes, survive, but I'm not sure what I need. I think that I need more mana, definitely. And I don't have a way how to deal with that guy. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. And this is not looking great. Actually, it's not that terrible. I could slow him down a lot. Like, how much you have? Like this. Okay, I could destroy everything. Right, could I? Almost everything, not absolutely everything. So what's that with only this guy? Okay. Then I will do this thing. Discard. I cannot keep him alive. So that means I'm dead actually. Or no? No, I'm not dead. It will not be great, but I will not be dead. Uh, okay, that 8 toughness. Kill this guy. Means that I will survive, but it wouldn't be very fine. Yeah. His death is it's just so much value. Surprised that he didn't cut it. Oh, he doesn't have that much time. So that actually saves. Okay, so now I need what do I need? I need this thing and hope. How much time does he have? Not sure. 4 mana, and he maybe doesn't have that much. I'm not sure. Can deal 6 damage to him, but that's not enough. Can do. No, this doesn't help me. I need to hope, I guess. And I cannot kill him. Oh, I can kill this guy. Wait, should I? I think I should. I definitely should. Nice. And I might kill this guy, but I think I will keep the mana just to be sure. Draw on this click and draw. I don't give a shit. You can draw the card however how much you want. Doesn't matter. Okay. It's the fact that I don't like. He just exiles it. That means that it's bad. It's very very bad. Okay, I can go this. And I can go. I need to go this first because I will prove myself. -4. Wait, I need to do this first. -4. This is such a hard win. If I win, I will probably not win. My only luck is that he doesn't have any lands in his hand currently. Yeah, such a good game, amazing. Yeah, so I think that you saw everything. You saw the good games, the bad games, and the ugly. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, this deck inspired you in a way. Um, it loses against those card advantage. It usually wins against control decks and is good against mid range and early games. It has some fun combos, but I don't know. It's not really like full power yet. There is a lot of very powerful cards like Gamble allowing you to search for like your combo instantly. And if you get this card with another card, then you get a third card. You can just win the game on the spot. But sometimes you don't get the stuff. And yeah, it's a very fun deck. I play only this deck for quite a while, and I very enjoy it. It's quite fun. It's also it also requires quite a lot of skill because there is a lot of interaction. It's not only like I'm playing lands and then I'm playing cards which allow me to get lands. Then I double the mana from the lands. Then I cast these huge Eldrazi's and then I win. No, this is not that simple. You have a lot of interaction. You have a lot of thought that you need to put into it. and it's very interesting. And you need to think about how are you going to play those things. If it's better to go board wipe or to survive one more turn, and with shrink prospector you will be able to cast chandra and then do board wipe, or if it's better to double board wipe in case if enemy has +1/+1 counters. Yeah, I like this deck a lot. It's very fun. There is a lot of combos. Uh, Sometimes when it happens, it just feels amazing. So, yeah, hopefully this inspired you, and thank you for watching, and see you next time.